goalies, it's Kirk from Warrior Goalie. I'm here with Carson and with Aiden, and we're going to tell you everything you need to know about the new G7 and 7.1 blockers. So starting out with blockers, it's really a discussion and a conversation around the board shape. G7 comes stock with our 20-degree board shape, so it's a thicker board, it's a flatter board curve. This is going to really help when you're in your stance, maximizing the coverage and the length of the blocker. It's really great for that. Fast rebounds, spin the blocker around, removable palms. A lot of the same adjustments though that are on this blocker, other than the removable palm, are here on the 7.1. That shape story is really about a 35-degree board shape on the 7.1. So it's a thinner board, more curve. You're gonna have more of that top curve out of the blocker. So if you're steering the puck or if your puck's in tight, you're gonna get good coverage, reaching your blocker over the puck to make sure it cuts off anything that would maybe just miss the top of your blocker. So really it's about a board shape. What do you use today? What do you like about it? Do you think that a different board shape would benefit your game? Then you maybe would want to make a switch. So that's there for that. Sewn in palm, just like on the trapper of the 7.1 for the 7.1 blocker. So it gives you a snug feel. Just if you don't like to take the palms out, you don't ever wash them, just roll with the 7.1 because it's not going to come out at all. Why don't you guys take a look at the 7s? So Carson, for you, that would be that one. Aiden, you've got the 7 on right now. What do you think of that blocker so far?
I like it. It's comfortable. I feel like I got a lot of movement in it.
Wrist mobility, yep. Yep, and what about finger mobility?
I feel like you got a lot of that too. Like you can really do whatever you want.
Yeah, so there's finger protection is great on this because we segment these caps from the back of the board. So that way when you have your hand here and you make a fist, that finger protection is gonna come down and cover your fingertips. We have this extra piece here of foam to protect your index finger from anything that's gonna slide up the stick. It's pretty open on this blocker throughout here on the sidewall. What do you think, Carson?
I think it feels really good. Again, wrist mobility is really key. I really like how my wrist doesn't feel trapped. I feel more mobile, and fingers, I feel like I can move them pretty well. I can get a good grip on the stick and it feels pretty good.
So in this blocker here, there is no index finger stick. This is the G7 Pro. The index finger stick that's removable and adjustable comes on the RTL, the top price point. So that's not on these blockers, but Aiden, you've actually got it over there. That's a pretty special blocker. It's the 7.1 intermediate. This is only available through custom, and since it's a custom blocker, it will come with this removable index finger piece. Some goalies like that. They found if you had a hand injury before, you're definitely gonna want it there. Other goalies, and maybe they haven't had a hand injury, they'll say, this is annoying, this is getting in the way, it's gripping onto my stick, so you can just take it off. It's your choice. And some goalies like to just have it there for that mental protection, and so they'll tuck it behind the sidewall more too, because it is a removable and adjustable part. What would you say, Aiden, like looking at the 7 and 7.1, would you make your decision more on the feel of the palm and that non-removable palm that you have on there, or do you like the removable palm feature? What would you choose based on board shape?
I like this board shape a little bit more. I feel like I can do a little bit more, but I feel like on that glove, this one right here, I feel like my movement in my hands a little bit more, but I like this one.
It could just be some of the tension of these straps.
Mm-hmm.
Because this is removable,
Yeah.
it has a little bit more built-in options. Most of the key ones, though, that carry on the 7 and the 7.1, the thumb attachment, and then you have these index and finger straps here. If you want to make this really tight, you can, so make sure that your finger is always tucked away underneath the caps. Carson, I haven't handed over the 7.1 to you yet. Why don't you check that out?
Definitely a lot more, I think it's a lot more comfortable. I feel more relaxed, and I feel like I still get that same wrist mobility and still can get a good grip on your stick. I definitely notice the little bit more of a curve up, which is what more I'm used to, if you would like that more, but I definitely like that. And I feel like same thing, I could definitely tighten that more and make just adjust it to what I like and what I feel like. So yeah, I definitely liked it.
Great. Well, that's everything you need to know about a G7 and a 7.1 blocker.